Hello, Jungle Explorer here. Today I am gonna show you how to fix this a little vacuum. This is a little Dirt Divel EZ Lite. I bought it for a few bucks as is at a Goodwill, and I didn't know what was wrong with it when I bought it, so I thought, well, I'll buy it. It was just a $5, so I figured I'd bring it home. It says as is, so I plugged it in. Plug it in here. And the problem is, as you can see, the button don't work on it. Turns on, won't turn off. So the button doesn't work. That's about the only thing that doesn't work on it. The retractable cord works. It has plenty of, the motor works. So I went looking to see what the problem was, and I'm going to show you today how to fix that button. Not only actually how to get to the button, but I'll actually show you how to take the button apart and fix the actual button, which is kind of real fine work, but we'll go ahead and show you that. So the first thing we're going to do is take this apart. To get this lid off, you got to take off the air filter first. Okay, so need a number 2 Phillips screwdriver. There's a screw right here. Okay, just unscrew that. There's also a screw right down here underneath the power cord. Okay, you can actually leave them in if you don't want to take them out. There is a screw right here. There's 2 screws right up here in the front. And there's 1 screw right here. Now the problem with this screw is it's not a Phillips. Dirt Divel wanted to be a little stinker, so they put a star bit screw in there. Just using, I don't have an actual screwdriver with it, so I'm just gonna use my drill here, impact driver. So it's a, as you can see there, it's a star bit instead of a Phillips. They put that in there just to, you know, like you know how they do, companies, they don't want you fixing your own things. So pretty much it's easy to get that thing out. So what we're doing now, I'm going to adjust my camera up here. Alright, so as you can see here, we have this little switch, and it's not working. Now there it comes back, it's getting stuck. Now it's got 2 little this is easy, you just slide this out right here like that, and it's got 2 little push-ons. Now this was a little bit difficult. It's you can't hardly see this because of the light situation that I'm in here. See if I can get in here real close on this so you can kind of see what's going on here. I'm going to zoom in with my camera here, see if I can get it in the right position. Come on, focus in. Okay, so if you look, if you pull back these little plastic covers that are on there, I'm trying to do this where you can see it on camera here. If you pull back these 2 little plastic covers, there's actually little tiny clips right there. You can't just pull these off. You got to depress that while pulling at the same time, and it's, I don't know, my big old finger's just hard to get. So what I'm going to use is my Gerber multi-tool here, and come in. Now notice that you got the red on this side and the brown on that side, the brown wire. So you want to keep that in the right order. And just got to depress that little tab just in a certain way. It's a little bitty. And really hard to depress that thing. It's just right down in there. There we go. That was a little harder than I wanted to jerk. You'll never pull this off. You'll never get that thing off if you don't depress that little tab. There we go. So we got the switch off here, and now we're just going to work on it. This is the only problem with it. So let me reposition here. Okay, now this little switch here has these two little pins or clips that need to be depressed. So I'm going to use my Gerber multi-tool here. Let's see, I got to get a real fine little screwdriver, if I can find one. There we go. That one will work just fine. Close that one up. Now I'm gonna try to do this in such a ways so as you can see it, but right down in here, okay. You got to press on that and push that thing down. Right. Press and push down. Got to press in and down on it. And then same thing on this side. You got to press, oops, in and down. And once you do that, this thing will come apart on you. Alright, so where the problem is right here. This thing has come apart. So you're going to have a little pair of, well, you can dump it out. Back up just a little bit here. You can dump it out. So what you got is a tiny little spring and a little tiny pin here. Now the reason it broke, that little spring goes right in here, and man, this is small little work here, so I'm gonna have to use this. First of all, I'm having a hard time seeing this, so I'm gonna put my glasses on here. This is real small little parts here. You just got to put that right down in there. Okay, and then this thing has a little hole in it, and you got to put it over. That's it. Now there you go. So you got that on, and then we got to put it back together. And got to keep this part upside down because that will fall out. Line up these two little pegs go in these two little holes right here. So we got to line that up and snap it back together. There we go. Now if the button starts going out like that, it's probably a good idea to go ahead and replace it. I'm going to go ahead and take a picture of the model number here. There we go. So I've got that, and go ahead and place an order for that. But temporarily, this button is fixed. It's working the way it is, so we're just going to go ahead and put it back on here the way we took it off. Just slide that right in there. That slides in there. Okay. Brown. Red. I'll go ahead and slide these little blue insulator covers over the top. And go ahead and put this back down on here. Put that on there. Go ahead and put the screws in. Just a couple of screws here right next to the plug. And let's go ahead and plug it in, and we'll plug it in and give it a try here. There we go. It works. And that's all there is to it. Just put it back together and you got your little vacuum cleaner. So that's how you repair that little button. If you have to, it might work for several other units. So it's a pretty simple process. Just take it apart, fix that little button, put it back together. If it goes out again, you know, probably inside that little button there's little grooves that are wearing out, and it'll probably continue to break like that, but it'll last for a while. And I'll look up that part number, and I'll put a link in the description of the video to that part number, so that if you have the same model or you have a similar model that has that same little button and it's broken beyond repair, you can always order that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and comment. Until next time, the Jungle Explorer signing out.